Hey, how are you today? Just wanted to talk about a few things, give you a few tips as I'm driving the car here this evening on the way home. So I woke up this morning and woke up a little earlier, like 15-20 minutes before I normally do, and I couldn't fall back asleep. And I was just thinking about stuff and, racing through what I had to do that day and all the bullshit. So I know I always project an image online that I'm having a great time and everything's going good, and I do live that way, but not every time you wake up in the morning you feel that way. So just wanted to let you know that you're not alone out there, that other people feel the same way. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about software development and engineers. And I know you're probably not a software developer or an engineer. You may have to deal with software engineers, and a lot of your job might depend on that. So I wanted to just throw it out there. And if you're not, just keep listening, because I think it'll help you out. So the thing with engineers is that most of them, they're not very good. And I don't mean programmatically. As far as programming goes, there's probably, out of 100 engineers, there's probably 70 of them are probably better than me. But the one thing that I do that sets me apart from everybody else, and you can do in your job, is to close, is to be a finisher. And what I know in my profession is that there's a lot of people out there, and they don't deliver on time. They make excuses. It's always someone else's fault. It's the back end team. It's somebody didn't deliver something on time. We're waiting on them. We're blocked. And it rings hollow with me. And it's probably like that in your job. There's probably certain people that that actually go the extra mile to get things done. And a few years back, sorry, I'm gonna tangent, I had gotten a position at an event management company. I was a web developer for an event management company. And so they would have an event, and it was this big event, Autodesk University. And every year it was at the same time, and we would launch the site the Tuesday after Labor Day. So they would send out an email to like 400,000 people, and they would, blast them constantly week after week. Hey, registration's going to be open Tuesday after Labor Day. Registration's going to be open on this day. So there was no way, no matter what we did, we could miss that deadline. And it really hardened me as a developer at that point in time, because prior to that, people would say, oh, we're going to launch, the 31st of January. And the 31st would come and it wouldn't happen. And then time would go on and other things would happen. And then finally we'd launch it, weeks later, maybe a month later. But this position was different because you had to launch on time. And as I said, it really changed me. And one of the reasons that I'm one of the top developers in the world and I'm an expert is because I deliver on time. It doesn't matter when you break down computer software engineering and coding. It really comes down to a few things: if else statement, loops, how you connect to the database, send data back and forth. And that's 9/10 of it. So there's 30-40 different programming language, different ways to do everything. But really, when it comes down to it, what you want to deal with and want to be involved with is the person that delivers on time. So kind of getting back to you, sorry to go off on that tangent, but whatever your job is, whatever you do, you got to deliver on time. There's other things you got to do too, but the one thing that's really going to put you above everybody else is if you deliver on time, and it's going to harden you. And when you talk to people, you're not going to be making excuses. You're not going to be, you're going to take responsibility. You're going to say, we are going to do this by this date. We're going to get this done. And you will do it. And the people around you, they're going to have to conform to your mindset. And if they can't conform to your mindset, then you're going to know right away that they're not professionals, they're amateurs, and it's going to be time to get rid of them. So I hope this helps. I hope you're having a good night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.